just up on the trail on the property. I'm pretty sure there's something right in front of me. I could hear something crack and then like a head shake or something.
Everything to whom?
Everybody's gonna see this. International video.
Oh God.
So I'm in the Jeep. I've got lots of apples and I've been giving them to the horses, and the other ones are gonna go up to property, and we're gonna give them to the deer or the bear or whoever gets there first, I guess. And we have Marie as a passenger, Monica's mom. I think this is gonna be Marie's first ride in the Jeep. Off-road.
Off-road.
We're not gonna do any pavement. Are you okay with driving on that property?
I'm insured.
Yeah. Is this your first real off-road trip in a Jeep? I
Better
think so.
now than never.
Might as well get your experience in. All right, let's get this show on the road. All right, initial drop down.
Oh my God.
Can't even see the bottom of this one. Here we go.
Might as well. We won't know how to hitting the ground.
Locks up your seatbelt, that's for sure.
I hope the dogs are not following.
Oh yeah.
They are?
This hill I got stuck on when it was icy. I had to get the neighbor, or I had to winch out, but it's okay now. All right, the rest is just kind of bushy, and then we'll have a couple more bigger hills later. Coming up to the initial climb at property end. And up we go. There's the hill. Think we'll make it? Hold on.
You better. Yeah.
We'll off-road. This is Needmore Road. Something we made.
It's steep on my side, you know it.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can always catch a tree.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. It's pretty safe. Okay, we've approached the connector trail. This one's gonna get a little rough. Ben drove it with me before, and he's off-roaded before, and he thought this was a bit of a rodeo.
Yes.
It's gonna be a bit of a rodeo. Alrighty, hold on. We're gonna go right up this trail. This way up the
You
forest.
sure?
Yep, I'm sure.
I'm not.
Got your seatbelt on? Alright, let's do some off-roading here. Gonna get a little tippy here.
What's the use of doing that?
So we can get to the property?
You have a road to the property.
No, we don't. Not up here.
It's a bad time to do that. The sun is at the road. And your windows are dirty. Oh,
This is the only way you can get up the property. Are you okay now? You did good? Yeah.
I'm sitting tied to the seat at the front.
Yeah.
How else do you want me to?
You're strapped in. It's all good. From here, it's fairly straightforward. A little steep. We're gonna head up to the aspen stand. Nice afternoon for it. Almost bug-free. Got the campfire going because it's a bit chilly. It's a nice September evening, but it's not the warmest anymore. Marie's out here enjoying the little heat we got, and we're gonna get some heat from this. This is actually Fireball. She's never had it in her life, so let's see. Cinnamon whiskey. Smell it. You might like it. It's a little bit sweet.
What is it, 90% proof?
No, it's actually it's not very strong. Just sip it.
Sweet, it's not bad.
Not bad when it's cold out.
Yeah.
That's what we drink when we go winter camping.
Oh. To warm you up, or
Yep.
just as a,
Well, it doesn't really, but
Gives you a nice
gives
low
you a
glow.
nice little feeling.
well, if you take enough to warm you up.
It probably makes a good fire starter too.
Yep.
I got Colby Peters visiting. Of course, the dogs in the background are my neighbor's hunting dogs, and he's not home, so they're going to town. Let's see if he can make it up here. He says he's got a Chrysler 300, probably lower or something stupid. He's going pretty slow. Probably bottom out. All right, he's gonna try the other driveway, I guess. All right, here he comes. Colby, good job.
There goes my four-leg dog.
Sounds better now. You beat the best entrance yet.
My car doesn't like this.
Oh yeah, because we don't really have any ice here, so just a little bit.
We can make a little bit.
Reno. Hey, leave it. Chill.
Colby's got another cooler of sorts or something.
No, it's.
Reno, that's enough.
Oh, are those the?
Well, we got some jars, but
Nice.
they're not the canning jars, but they
not
do
the
have
mace.
seals on them.
No, you can't use those, but we'll use them. Back in the Jeep, I got Kiel with me. Colby's girlfriend. She likes the Jeeps, so since we have some off-road trails on the property, we might as well do another run.
Let's get this.
Let's see if she likes it.
Let's do it.
And we'll do the same thing. We're gonna drop down into the abyss.
Wow.
Remember, we gotta make it out of here again.
Awesome.
So from here it's fairly simple, it's a little bit flat, it just runs the edge of the property. And then we'll do some more climbs after that. I always call this the safari. It's kind of like, all right, at property end. And 4 low, we're just gonna crawl up here nice and slow since it's fairly dry. It's good grade, it'll push you in the seat a little bit. Okay, we're at the connector trail. A little bit different. See that left trail?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going up that.
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
That's all right.
So awesome.
It's pretty cool. I made this road because it didn't exist before. All right, up we go. sharp right and a sharp, sharp left coming right up.
Nice.
Pretty cool, eh?
So cool.
That's why I said this is like my tractor.
Yeah. No blame.
If it's not shit, it's huge farts, man. It's fucking brutal. I get like an hour's worth like that. It just fucking kills you.
Nice.
What are we having here? Another drink?
Yeah.
Or just bite the top off that with your teeth. And chug it back.
What the?
Hey, you got too much dog slobber on you.
I do. It's like fucking. Come here. Open this for me.
Guess I'll have to drink out of the big bottle. Then.
That was way too hard. Way too hard.
What are you mixing it with?
Nothing. Dog slobber.
Kobe's broken into his own car. Way to go, buddy. All the neighbors will hate us. Go ahead. Good job, Colby. Good job. We're gonna start the campfire pretty soon.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we got a campfire going here. Colby's got the big cigar.
Hanging out with the boys.
Kiel's got the little cigar.
A little bit potent.
Yeah, that's right. This one you inhale.
Hanging out in the Jacotans.
Caribou
Not
Chacotans,
giving a
man.
fuck about too much.
Pretty well, man.
Thinking about the shotgun and the day coming forward.
Chocotan, chillaxing, man.
Those pieces are good.
No,
Do another piece.
Doris. She's been like,
It's okay. She's doing really good.
okay, but knife, right?
Yeah, knife. Yeah, Boris.
Oh yeah, I
Be
know.
careful.
Yeah, all right.
Well, she's not really touching the knife. Yeah. Whack it. Look at that.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm scared now.
You got that skill. Yeah, it's actually safe because you never use your other hand near it.
Fuck.
No.
There we go.
All right.
Killing it.
Right
Let's
now.
do a couple more.
More. With what?
Make it smaller. We want this fire to catch on.
All right, man. Look at the smallest.
Ah, you did that one.
These movies, eh? This is it right here.
Awesome. I want this one small.
Want the
All right,
live
let's see.
version
Yeah,
of this
What?
shit.
This one's
This
smaller.
makes sense. This makes sense.
More.
Oh yeah. I'll split those once again.
No.
Hell no.
So the fire's going really good. So Kiel did super well here.
Yeah, you know what though? She hasn't fucking got that fucking mattress blowing up yet.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, boo.
Come on, baby.
This is their bed, so they're trying to sleep on this. But
It's
still
in a
the
box.
Yeah. You gotta have to sleep in the box. It's gonna be hard to share that fucking thing. I missed all that. Can you see that? You went to the gym. That was awesome. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Having a good time right now.
Dream about my hard ass now.
Oh yeah, so Kobe was dreaming about my wife last night, and then he said he went to the
Yeah,
gym.
Kobe was in your wife's dream. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. It was in my dream too, so maybe.
Oh no.
There you go. Maybe the hard ass.
So how'd you get the hard ass workout?
It was, you know, it was like a lot of push-ups. I was just kidding.
One push.
It was squats.
Like one leg squats.
Yeah.
That's how you work a single
One-legged.
ass.
Out there. So you got the asshole exposed? You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
Right against the window.
Ew.
Oh man.
Wake up fluid.
Do it again.
Wake up fluid.
Oh. Well, there you go. That's how you spice up your coffee in the morning. Country style.
Cigar got a little wet.
Did it?
It's okay.
Put on top of the stove there. YouTube again.
YouTube.
Kiel is having a country breakfast in a
Damn
country
right.
setting.
Damn
There you go.
right. It's yummy.
Good stuff. Homemade jam, homemade sausage.
Homemade sausage as well.
It is.
I'm out. Too
The only
bad.
thing that's not, the bread I bought.
I made it.
There you go. Kiel just got back. Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I know. Forget about it.
So you went for a hike in the forest by
Yes,
yourself.
and I went all the way up to the where you took me yesterday with.
No way, you went up there, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
and then I wanted to go more, and then I got scared.
Did you see the apples? Was there any missing?
No, I didn't look at that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
I was
that's
kind of
okay.
like looking on the ground, but shit, we should look.
Well, we're gonna go for a bigger hike after. Excited to go for a hike walk.
Let's get
We're gonna check out some of the other property, and we're not gonna drive it this time. We'll have to walk it.
That's okay.
We're on trail, north end of the property. Everybody's doing really well. And Colby's hanging in there, somewhat. How's those calves feeding you?
Well, they're all right.
It's better than going to the gym. Because you can't stop. You can't just do 20.
Yeah, you can't just do 20. You gotta keep going.
You gotta do 220, and then you can have a rest.
Space. I'll give you $100.
We're at the big rock, up at the Gray's Land.
Baby.
King of the hill.
$100 Up this face.
No thanks.
You got the easy way there.
Suck it in. I got Photoshop.
Go slow.
Okay, Colby,
Ankle.
let's see how it's done. Do a couple of cartwheels off of there.
You want me just to jump?
Yeah, just jump. The bottom's good. You might twist your ankle.
Wouldn't be a good landing, I don't think.
Should've brought you some rope. The rappel.
Good girl, Puffy. You went down so well.
Holy shit, eh?
Don't
You got
get
there,
on it.
Colby?
Don't get on it.
Yeah, look at that thing, eh?
This is what you do to your inbred brothers.
Okay, Kiel is going to be dropping the 8-pound mole on some firewood here.
Attempting. Right.
Kind of the first time chopping a piece, but aim for the crack. Just let the weight do its work.
All right. Okay.
Not bad.
Not the crack.
I heard a fatigue crack.
Okay.
That's fine. Just get the hang of it.
Ah.
Now that hand that's forward,
Uh-huh.
you want to maybe start gripping it a little further back.
Further back.
Yeah, now you're gonna get a lot more weight on that thing. Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
you're getting it.
This ain't right.
Yep. Now instead of letting it drop, just give it a bit of oomph with it. Oh yeah.
Help me, Jesus.
Look at that.
Yes.
Nice, eh?
Yay, split.
You're a pro.
All right, next one.
That's what happened to Monica. She started getting addicted to
Right?
splitting wood.
I think it might be therapeutic a little.
It is. Just keep your legs apart and focus on it. That's it.
Yes.
You're a pro. Okay, you can do the rest of the pile. I'm gonna go have a drink. Day 2. No big knife this time.
Day 2.
Gonna have to use.
Ooh, look at the good sparks she's getting. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep her going.
Oh man, that almost lit. Don't knock the pile over.
We got the wind and everything going here.
Yeah. That scraper works pretty good.
Yeah,
Wow,
actually works better than a knife.
that thing's going off any minute.
Yeah.
Where's the wind?
Paid
I had a
off.
flame there As
for a
soon as I
second.
get the camera turned off,
Cross it,
It-
crisscross
it
it,
ignites.
baby.
Nice job.
Crisscross it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like that. Play Jenga with that thing. Keep her going.
Keep her going.
That's it. No editing here. This was actually off camera. I did spark right up. Usually the way it goes.
Please don't.
Now we can finally eat. That's what's left of the rod after a little bit of abuse.
That's 18 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Bit more film on here. All right, man. We've got strip loins on the grill with lump charcoal or regular fire. 3 steaks are ready.
We had a
one
fucking
to
unknown
go.
light show we had known nothing about.
Yeah, that was. We had a bit of a sparkly show that came actually from just over here. I thought we had a light bulb that blew out, but we have no explanation on that one. It was actually 4 different occasions where this dust light shower came off. I thought it was dust off the charcoal.
Let's eat, you guys.
Oh, we're fucking smoking. Put it down.
I can't see
Look at
it.
this.
Put it down.
Put it
More
down.
light.
Let them rest. Don't let the juices drip.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're going inside to eat that in a second. Good.
Well, because you had already filled it? Well, not fully. A little bit.
You missed all the action.
All right, got some garden goodies.
Yeah, we got some carrots, we got some cherry tomatoes and a tomato. Ooh.
Oh yeah, those will be good road
Look
snacks.
at these. Gorgeous.
They are.
Not for you, y'all.
Get both of them. Nice.
Yeah, look at how juicy this one is.
Oh yeah. That's like no blemishes or nothing.
Right?
Is that from the greenhouse or outside? It's gotta be
I'm
from the
not quite
greenhouse,
sure. I think she took it from the greenhouse.
Yeah, that looks really good. You
I
want an
know.
onion? All right. Kiel came down and got herself an onion of choice.
Look at that beauty. Ooh,
That's a good looker. I think it was a Walla Walla, so they're nice and mild. You can have them on burgers. They're really good.
Perfect. Can't wait to eat at this.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Got some tomatoes. You're all good. That's it. We're heading back. Pretty reluctant to head back, that is. Had a beauty day. A little bit cool, but blue skies. Okay, I'm gonna head out and do an overnighter. I'm gonna look at another lake here in the backcountry. Got the dogs, and I'll do a firewood trip / camping trip. So the kind of usual, I came across a cattle fence, leased land property, and then I got redirected to these little trails. So yeah, it seems to happen quite often, but as long as they're not all dug up, I can probably get through here. I am running solo, so I don't want to take any major detours or get into some terrain that's difficult. So we'll try this out. I've got a ways to go on this road now. Then of course you always hit the swampy stuff, which tends to go over the road. And that could be pretty snotty. I don't know how deep it is. Let's change gears. Go 4 low and second. Usually works the best. So I'm gonna keep a bit of speed up. It's not a good winch spot here, so I'm gonna just go for it. That was a little bit deeper than I thought. But it looks like it was pretty solid once he dug to the bottom. Yeah, we got this one here. Well, that was okay. But you never know. I've hit some of these and they were 3 times as deep as I thought. And it looks like a bunch of ruts up here. So it's pretty slow going, that's for sure. These are filled with water too. Let's pull the trailer through this mess. That's okay. Gonna take a quick break here. This tree here is actually decent size, so I might as well start taking some. Plan is to stay the night if I find something nice, so I'll need some wood for tonight anyways, so I'll start on this one. It's okay size. It's been suspended. Man, there's a ton of wood, goes all the way over there. I won't be taking all of it. I'll take some samples for tonight, and on the way back I can take the rest. Okay, not a big deal, I can get around that. Not sure how this is gonna turn out here. It looks like a fence runs across. So at this point, according to my map, I'm gonna have to go up this road a little further. This doesn't really exist. It's just narrow. You can't drive it. Not with a Jeep. Maybe a quad if you're lucky, or hike it. I'm not sure on the land. I think it's a leased land here. So what we're gonna do if we open the gate is just put it back the way it was, because there is cattle here, and the gate is closed for a reason. So let's try that. We'll go through here, close the gate, and see if I can get toward my destination. Okay, I found my spur. Looks very drivable. Don't think it's been used often. Again, you never know what you're gonna run across. It could be all dug up, it could be blocked, it could be fenced, it could say no trespassing. Hard to tell. But that's partly why I'm out here, is to just keep mapping all the backcountry as best as I can. so I get a good knowledge of it. Make notes, what routes work and what don't. Going okay. I am honing in on my target, which is just a small backcountry lake. No information, no pictures. But some of them are just ponds and some actually end up being pretty good fishing lakes. We'll find out where this one falls into. Don't think it'll be too busy. I think there's another way in, but I tried this approach because it's closer to the house. More wet stretches. Most of them have been okay so far since we've really moved here, but I never know. A ways from home now. Good hour and a half probably. By vehicle. There's a swampy area. I don't know if it's the inlet or the exit. It's a large swampy area. But when I looked at that, I seen a little spur. And this doesn't show on the map. So I'm hoping this is access to the main body of water. So we're gonna hike in for now and check it out. I'll hike in with the dogs to see what the access is like, because I got the trailer, so if the road gets tight or non-existent, it's hard to turn around. We'll walk in. I'm gonna pack the 870 just because we're backcountry. The dogs might be stirring up something I don't want to deal with. You can see what I came for now. It's pretty awesome, actually. It's not an alpine lake like we really like, but that's all right. Let's go check it out. Got the local loon alerted. You know what? This looks pretty promising here. Definitely. So I was gonna do a little bit of tree clearing. I can drive here. And looks like it's campable. This is where I like to have a rooftop tent. I would put it on the trailer. I can make this work. Huh. Yeah, I'm good with that. Better than expected, because some of them are kind of swampy. Taking that silence, dude. What is it? Got a few odd sounds happening. Not sure where and what it all is. It's all around us now. It's evening. Some things are stirring up. Looks like there's some fish jumping, so I think this lake has fish in it. I assumed it would. And I'm pretty sure I heard a bark and a faint howl over from this area. Yeah, I don't think that was imagination. So we do have wolves up here. So we'll keep the 870 tactical. We'll keep that loaded and pretty well close to me, especially when we're sleeping tonight. Definitely slept in a little bit here, and it's getting pretty warm actually. I was hoping it was going to be staying cool till around noon or so, because today I'll be doing the majority of the firewood cutting and loading. But I guess it'll be hot, but that's okay. We'll get this done. It's only going to take me probably an hour, hour and a half to get a load. Right here at camp, there's actually quite a few trees that are down that are large size, so I don't really have to leave. I'm just going to turn the Jeep around, get the trailer in line, and then buck up a whole bunch of stuff here. That's going to give me like at least 3/4 of a load. Maybe even fill it up, because behind me it's burnt a bit. The rest of the lake is good. It doesn't look like there's any fire damage to the rest of the lake, but behind me there's some pockets of, I guess, where fire came through. It's mostly pine. There's a little bit of a mix of other stuff. I think I mentioned before, there's always a debate on burning pine, but you know, the locals have had no issues. I've had no issues, and everybody maintains their own fireplace and chimney, so there's always the debate of it burns dirty, burns hot, but it burns dirty, and you get creosote and tar and whatever, but I really haven't seen any of that. And this burn, the burn wood that's damaged in the burn, it's super dry and super seasoned, so, and I've never had a sap problem. You go online and people are saying, oh my god, it ruins everything, there's sap everywhere, but maybe it's in the States, maybe it's some different strain of pine, but I think this is lodgepole up here, perhaps. Anyways, I'm taking some, I'm burning some, it works. It's not the best, but it's what we got, and there's plenty of it. So I kind of decided not to head back the same way I came. I know it's a guaranteed way out. So I'm gonna go past here, I'm gonna go north. I gotta go through a whole bunch of navigation of weird roads that lead in every direction. And I'm gonna try to go north and then slowly start cutting down off the plateau. It looks like it's the main FSR, but we've had a few days where even the main FSR just came to a complete end, was not impassable, completely closed or bypassed. So I hope that won't be the case, because if I head all the way up there and I can't get out, I gotta turn back and head all the way through here again and out. This has happened to us a few times, so maybe this time I can get a nice loop trip. I mean, you can make this a 3, 4, 5 day trip just like that. Because the plateau is so large and there's such a huge road network, I mean, the terrain is really not super interesting, but there's definitely lots of little destinations, and if you're into fishing and hunting, wow, yeah, definitely. You could spend weeks out here. Hey, it's late morning. Have to admit, this has been a super lazy morning start. I'm not really worried about time, except trying to beat the heat, but oh well, I'll just deal with it. So I'm packed, I'm good to go. Like I said, I'm going to just turn around, get the Jeep facing the other way, and I'm going to load up some wood that's actually available here. There's a few big trees laying down, and it looks like they're in good shape and dry, so I'll take those. When I was sitting here just a couple minutes ago, from behind me, sounded like what was started out like a loon call. And then it kind of went into this hysterical, chow-like scream, like you hear at the playgrounds. It was bizarre, man. It went on for about 3, 4 seconds. Just this shrill human scream, and then it just stopped. I'm sure it was a loon, but I never heard a loon do that before. Unless he got taken by a wild animal or something. But yeah, that was just bizarre. Some weird noises happening here. That's for sure. Cool spot, so I'll be back. Especially if I can make this a loop trip, then it's going to be really interesting, actually. Really worthwhile. Huh. Yeah, once I get the canoe in the water, I'm going to go behind me here. Seems to be right about there. That's where a lot of the weird noises are coming from all night and this morning and now. It's hard to tell, but it looks like there might be like a marsh over there, a big wetland thing. Maybe I'll bring a drone too. It'd be kind of cool. Okay, I should really get the day on the road. I gotta get home too. Have some cold beers maybe, because it's gonna get pretty warm this afternoon. The tree that was near camp actually wasn't that good. I took a few rounds, but it was kind of soft on the edge, so I skipped it, went down the road, found a similar tree. Got quite a few rounds out of that. So I'm just gonna pick my way out of here and just take what I can. That's easy, because I'm by myself and I feel like carrying all these rounds from the forest. So trying to get something that's close, make loading easier. This road seems to be in much better shape heading north, so this is probably the main access into here. I assume the way I came was not heavily traveled, that's for sure. I'm just gonna keep my eye out for some more wood. I'm just gonna look for down trees. I'm gonna avoid falling anything when I'm on my own, unless it's looks like it's a low risk. But there's plenty of trees down for sure. It looks like the burn came through here actually. Looks like some good moose terrain down here. Love cruising these back roads. It's so cool. Especially when you don't see any people. So, since yesterday morning, not a soul. It's been over 30 hours since I've seen somebody. Woodpecker. Oh wow, there's a lot of prints here. They're not cows either. Holy smokes. What the hell's going on here? It's like a party on the ground here. Holy smokes, there's so many. What the hell? I just had to stop for a second because I came into another burn area. All these are pretty small. This wood's not that good because it's pretty charred. Some of it's not, and the trees are kind of small. What the hell? These tracks are insane. It's not cow. Really fresh too. Too big for deer and too small for a moose. Maybe it's a calf. So there's a bunch of pine in here. And I've got a bunch of pine already. I like to kind of mix things up a little bit. Well, I'm still wearing my chaps. It's hot. Chaps and jeans. But, man, there's some frickin' monsters in here. Look at the size of that thing over here, man. Holy smokes. I mean, maybe it's not that impressive on the video, but if I walked over to it, it's much wider than I am. A couple of big boys in here. I guess the logging companies didn't get to them, but the fire did. Yeah, that thing just stands out, man. It's like a friggin'... When they get, the rest is small, so it makes it look big, but no, it's big. That whole stand is big. I should just walk in there. It's uphill. Screw that. Yeah, this one here. That's rather impressive. I should go walk over there, but I'm not. I'm sure the bottom is 4 feet across. Maybe not quite, but oh, we got a bear just over here. Might be able to see him again here. There you go. Just in here a little bit. I got caught a little bit on camera. Kind of a smaller one. Gotta love the backcountry here, man. Super relaxed cruising. Definitely smell the fall. All the plants are starting to dry up and decompose. Flowers are smelling a bit funny as they dry up. The moon is still out. It was so bright last night. Oh man. I just had a lynx walk across the road. I don't think we're gonna catch him again. Yeah, nice big cat. Where are you, kitty? Yeah, stubby tail, so not cougar. I'm sure he's watching me go by, but these guys are a bit stealthy. Excellent day for wildlife so far. I shouldn't have been so picky with the wood because there's actually less on this stretch. But I'll find some. Another burn area. Total destruction out here. I wonder if I could just take a couple of these guys. I'd rather not fall this far out by myself. This one here, I've cleared my the ground. It was lots of brush under here. The way this is leaning, it should just fall toward the Jeep and hopefully not hit it. Now the Jeep's pretty far away. Yeah, it has to go that way really. So I've got a bunch of escape routes, so I'm okay with this one, I think. So just spend the extra time cleaning up and making sure you can get out of the way if things go wrong. Like the last few I took, they ended up going the wrong way because I had pretty heavy gusts of wind. Don't think this is going to give me any grief, but never count on that. Tree down, good direction, ends at the road edge, so no issue. It's a small tip on the road. All right, not too happy with the bottom. A little punky. I'll get a few feet up, it'll probably improve. Okay, all good, all loaded. No snags, no injuries, no cuts, no bruises. That's the way we want to keep it. I've got a bit more room, so if I see something that's easy pickings, I'll load it up. But I am heading back, definitely. Coming out to civilization. Looks like I'm coming out along some ranch. Hey buddy, what's up? Gotta get around, okay? Yeah, good job. I think I'm pretty close to the pavement now. What's actually a lot less wood on this stretch. once I started losing elevation, the forest was actually somewhat managed. There was very little windfall or deadfall. It was actually fairly cleaned up. I guess locals probably come up this way, but yeah, further up, there's plenty, that's for sure. And that's it, road end. Good trip, I'll do it again for sure. It's Saturday, September 12th, and the weather's been actually pretty good, fairly mild, and not really any rain. I'm on the property today. We've been getting some of the wood, the really good wood, from outside the property because there's big burn stands and the stuff is super cured, super dry. But today I'm just going to hang around the yard and I think I'll just do some cleanup in here. This is just past where I usually go. I mean, there's so many acres here. There's wood for life in here, really. It's smaller wood, but as I said earlier, I want to take it out. It is a fire hazard, and it's just it just looks messy. There's a lot of blowdown, and there's a few trees that just are diseased. I guess they didn't make it. Yeah, I'm gonna just thin it out. There's some stuff that came down on a windstorm a while ago, so I'll just do that. I got the trailer behind the Jeep. I'll buck up some stuff, and I'm just gonna spend an hour or two doing this. Listen. That's right. No sounds. Just a crow and some other little birdies in here. I can't even hear the river. The river's dropped quite a bit in volume. Pretty cool. This is the start to another trail. The roadbed is here somewhat. The old Skitter roadbed. It's just a deer trail now. But not for long. I think 20 minutes with a saw I can get up maybe 300-400 meters up that way. And there's a bunch of timber in here that's ready to take out. Alright, we'll have another road. And like I said to Monica, it'll be awesome for mountain biking. Ripping down here. So that's the cul-de-sac trail we call it. That's my turnaround. There's always one way in and one way out. But we'll fix that eventually. Just dug out my old machete. This bad boy's been around for a long time. It's been to Hanging Lake, been to Blench, and cut many kilometers of trails for sure. So it's been laying around, hidden in a pile of stuff, rusting away. I just threw a quick edge on it, because I'm going in the garden, because I got some kale that I don't want to see anymore. It's kale slaughter time. This is the kale forest in question. It's like the friggin' Amazon jungle, and it's coming down. Because it's old, it's buggy, and over mature. I don't want any more kale. Taking out some kale. Obviously I was a little heavy on the swing. Gonna take out my my boards. So take it easy. I'm doing another exploring trip. It's pretty close to home. Gonna look at a couple lakes to see if they're fishable. So it leads me to this rutted, gnarly old road. Wouldn't want to be in here in the wet season. Got some more big trees. It's all burnt out in here. might be some firewood. Some of these are pretty charred. It's too bad. It's too bad. There's some pretty decent timber at one point. The road's actually improved. Just 5 minutes ago, there was a lot of blowdown how to drive over. There's a bunch of muddy stuff. It looked like it wasn't really muddy, but man, I got onto it and I sunk right in through the grass and some goopy holes. I got the trailer on too, so always have to keep that in mind. Things get a bit more difficult if you get yourself in a tight spot. So I think I'm getting pretty close to where the maps say this road is going to come to an end, but I've been surprised where some of these roads continue on, either man-made, personal made for a recreation area, or yeah, this roadbed's pretty good. There's actually a bunch of scrappy wood in here. Not great firewood, but lots available. So funny thing is, when I was trying to walk in here, I parked the Jeep and then I heard a vehicle behind me, a diesel truck. I was like, okay, I went back to the vehicle, to the Jeep, because it stopped. Anyway, ends up it's one of our neighbors up the street, out exploring, following my tracks. There we go. Kathy and Rob joined me on a little trip in, so actually the spot is quite nice here. Lots of room. Apparently it's a hunting camp. Short walk, long drive. So that was a pleasant visit. They're just leaving now. That is Rob and Kathy. They live a few kilometers north of me, I guess. So they had the same thing in mind. They wanted to come in here and check out if there's access to this lake. And definitely there is. No problem at all. Actually, you can drive to the shore, which is a bonus. So I'll be back. I was gonna fish it, but you know what? I'm gonna have a cold beer and head back to the house. And I might come back tomorrow because this is really easy to get to. And yeah, I had a good chat with those guys. They're just retiring and they're actually just starting to spend more time exploring. So figured we'll probably hook up on a trip, do an overnighter or two. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so I might have time to get a little bit of wood actually, because the trailer is empty and that's just not good. Well, let's have a cold beer and see what I can spot on the way out. I know I noticed a bunch of stuff, a bunch of trees on the way out, so I'll have another look at those and take some home. We're running an electric cooler in the Jeep. Keeps the beer nice and cold. Actually, we had lost a cable for it on the move, so we just found a replacement online a few weeks ago, but yeah. So, it's late in the year now, but yeah, you still got warm days, and if you're doing multi-day trips, electric cooler, having a little fridge in there, it's definitely nice to have. So the Jeep's been just a good setup. It's got we get the shower and so much water and extra fuel, and with the trailer now, you can really do extended trips, no problem. You're never gonna have shortage of gear. And now the cooler's back in order. That solves some of the food issues we had, trying to keep things cool. We had a cooler in the trailer, and some of the trails are so muddy and rough that everything just gets shaken up and busted up, and yeah, not good. So we're back in business. So we're going to continue on with the camping in the fall and probably early winter. We'll see how all that goes, but I do have plans to go hunting, and so it's going to take me late into the season. So this will be a base camp Jeep like we used to do. What I might do, I don't really like rooftop tents, especially on the Jeep. It's just, for me, it's not worth it. Definitely not. And it's so high up, it's just way too tall. And with the rack I already have on there, it doesn't work, and I don't want a full rack because I have the T-tops up front that I quite often remove.